thrilled to be joined by Chicago native, a comedian who can do it absolutely all, Hannibal Buress, joining us now. Hannibal, thank you so much for being here. Before we jump into that MJ doc, obviously.
Hey, turn my backdrop on. Turn the backdrop on. Turn my backdrop on.
I like the green screen. The green screen looks good on you.
It's not supposed to be just green. It's supposed to be something
Hannibal,
like.
I need you to help me out.
I'm supposed to have
because we saw you at the Celebrity All-Star game, and you were on Team Wilbon. How did Team Wilbon fare against Team Stephen A? I can't seem to remember.
We got the W. We got the W. Stephen A. He crumbled under the pressure on the sidelines. The team didn't really connect to what you were telling them. You were out-strategized, outwitted by just a superior coach. And I hope you took some lessons away from this. And yeah, you really melted down right there. Check out that foot, melting down, just snapping out. That was just the end of it for you, man. And millions of people saw it. Guy Fieri tried to comfort you. Quentin Richardson clowning you, and it was just a bad look overall. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was rigged. All y'all Chicagoans, y'all had they gave y'all all the players. They rigged it for Wilbon. He's the hometown hero. He had gotten inducted into the Hall of Fame that day, the morning of, or the afternoon of the game. He was inducted. He was elected into the Hall of Fame. You guys, all Chicagoans, you, Common, and all of that stuff. I hear y'all chirping. I got bad news for you. You better hope that there's not an all-star weekend where the fans could be in attendance or whatever, because next year I might play. And I assure you, I swear if y'all are on the team again, I hope all of y'all that were on Wilbon's team this year are on there the next time we play. I'll see y'all in personally. I ain't going to be coaching, all right? I'm going to get y'all. I'm going to get y'all for this because it was rigged. It was rigged.
What kind of surgery are you going to need after that?
I'm not
Tell me
buying
about
it,
it, Mac. I'm gonna need surgery bad. I know it, Mac. I know it. I'm gonna need it bad
if you want.
I'm gonna need it bad.
But you're gonna be in that hospital bed. You're gonna be on the show. You're not missing work for that.
No. This is
I'm not. You're right.
I'm
not missing work. I'm not missing work.
I'm on ESPN.
It's good to see you, Hannibal. It's good to see you, Bill.
Barefoot on ESPN like a UFC fighter. This is amazing.
Yeah, you are.
Too bad that it's because of these circumstances, but the comfort levels are amazing at home.
Hannibal, what do you think of the Jordan doc so far? The Last Dance.
Hold on. What's up?
What do you think of the Last Dance so far? What do you think of the Jordan doc so far? The Last Dance.
Last Dance is pretty great. I grew up in Chicago, but I was a kid during the run, so I appreciated it. It was an amazing experience, but to see this perspective of it and the in-depth coverage is really amazing, man. It's awesome to relive it and just see everything kind of covered in detail, just because sports journalism wasn't the same in the 90s. And just so to see it now as an adult and have it put in perspective, and it's really awesome, man.
No question. And Hannibal, I know the guys will want to dive into more basketball with you, but since you mentioned MMA, I'm also a big UFC fan, and I know you are as well. What are your thoughts about fights returning in less than 2 weeks?
I think that if it's done safely, everyone's tested, then it's all good. People want to see it. We want to just see entertainment and enjoy it. So as long as nobody's put in danger, I'm with it.
What were your thoughts watching The Last Dance? What were your thoughts about the whole Jordan versus the Detroit Pistons angle? I know you said you were young, so you know what, you might not have seen much of it, but watching these docuseries, what are your thoughts about what you're seeing as it pertained to Michael Jordan and what he had to go through to become, you know, just to be as revered as he is, particularly against the Pistons? What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I don't blame Isaiah Thomas and them that much because, you know, getting swept after you won the championship is pretty tough. I might want to get out of there too. Got swept. The Pistons used to beat them up though.
Is there something you learned? You said you were just a kid at the time. Is there something that you've learned from the doc that has stayed with you, like that surprised you?
The level of intensity was it made me really, I was inspired by it. I was inspired by the dedication and the focus. Actually, I'm gonna skip college and I'm gonna go straight to the G League because I've been inspired by the Last Dance doc. So thank you all for having me on First Take to announce that.
Playing for the G League.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you one of the players that's going to get about $500,000?
Terms undisclosed.
Molly?
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, Molly. Hold on for a second. Hannibal, what the hell are you doing? You on
Listen,
national
man, I'm
TV,
at
bro.
home.
How many jackets
I'm
you
at
gonna put?
home,
How many
so I can
jackets
do-
you gonna put on? You put on 4
Listen,
different
dog,
jackets
as
this
many,
episode.
as many as the segment allows. I'm at home. Put my backdrop on, please. Put the backdrop on. It's just green up here. It looks weird.
Hannibal, really appreciate you being on the show. I'm glad you're just so comfortable here on live television on ESPN and on First Take. You really brought your
Thank you.
A-game. And congratulations on making it to the
how
G
many
League,
wardrobe changes
following
was
that trend.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.